Might as well do 8 or more. That's a lot of tracks. Yeah, we're just talking to the stars and looking at the lights in our head. Anyways, what would you do if someone, a good person, you don't even have to know and love them, but let's say a good person, what if it was someone that you did know and love? One of your brothers. Yeah, what if they were killed pretty much, right? Murdered. Happens all the time, right? Happens all the time. Especially on their own recognizance, right? Going on missions, accidents. I know you hear that they come back from fighting a war and then die in an accident or something. Yeah, it is very scary. Life. Yeah, you never know, huh? How exciting and wondrous. So, what if they were wronged? What if some evil, sick people pretty much murdered them? Remember when he was standing back there? Hmm? Do you remember? Remember when he was standing right back there? And he was trying to tell him. And what happened? So, what would you do if a good person, I mean, who decides they're good or bad, right? Well, from what I know and what I remember, they were one of the greatest people in the whole entire world. Very funny and smart. Give you the shirt off his back type of guy, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're just listening to a lot of things too. Sorry, there's a comedy show going on and try not to laugh my ass off, to be quite frank with you. I know they want us to be serious because we're trying to help bring through clarity and awareness and understanding to reality. It's not always fun, huh? Well, for people that can just acknowledge the parts of reality they choose to and can ignore other things for some reason, I don't know how they do it morally, ethically. Um, I mean, I get it egoically. Wow, dude, what the fuck, huh? Right, so in our eyes, this man was murdered by sick fucking drug addicts and pieces of shit around here. And then they knew they fucked up. And to protect and cover that up, a lot of the fucking pieces of shit around here that have been protecting them from their investigations and hazing and tating games. Sick. You sick fucking people. So hopefully the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine do what they're supposed to do to help these children. Yeah, I'm not always going to look directly into the camera. Okay. Yeah, we're talking to a lot of people. You understand that, right? Okay, so sometimes I might look off this way because I'm just entering into a thought space. I might look down to the right, trying to think up something. Talk my way out of what? What am I making up? Yeah, you sick fucking people. Wow, and I can't believe some of the analyzers they've sent in over the years. Wow, and they get paid. Those are some of your best. Wow, so if that's some of the best in our systems and they're getting paid well, you should get them the fuck out of there. And that explains a lot as to why innocent people are getting placed in the hands of dangerous sick fucks. I'd get them the fuck out of there if you haven't already. Just a suggestion. So, yeah, those are the facts. What would you do if someone you knew and loved was murdered by sick, fucking alcoholic, drug addict pieces of shit that put their drugs and dogs ahead of human safety, and he knew it, and we know it, and we saw what happened with him and how they still have not addressed that as fucking disturbing, and it should be addressed. So, as a United States veteran, and if you want to say he was dishonorably discharged for smoking Turkish hash, some people say that. And there was this letter written after he passed away. That was fake. That was fucking fake if I ever saw it. Oh, wait, I didn't see it. Because why? Oh, they're not going to show it to anyone and take it to their deathbed. Yeah, there's like 5 people connected to these things that are saying that, including some near and dear, and you look at them and you try to get through to them, but all you can do is love them, Father, for they know not what they do. Really sad and fucking sick and disgusting. You try to hang out and talk to these people the best you can. It's best to not even bring up the topic. Right. So it's like a fake world, pretty much, right? You know your children are being fucked and tortured, and the people that are blind to it, you just have to act like everything's fine. Because if you bring it up, they flip the fuck out and demand you get helped or be medicated for talking about conspiracy theories. Right. So we've been dealing with this for decades. Hopefully, the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help my children who are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. Okay? My name is Mary, and we're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. Okay, my 2 youngest children are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. Him and his sick mother, they're right here through this door with my children. Yeah, I know. I can't do anything about this. I've tried to organize it. Dad likes his piles of clothes and stuff left everywhere. If you know us, you know he's done that since we were kids. Mom used to always complain because there'd be piles of his clothes in the stairs. Yeah, good hiding spots, you know. Hopefully, we sure hope so. Yeah, we really hope the proper authorities do what they can to help them. It's so fucking sick and disturbing. Mm-hmm. What, my shaggy? I know, my wet poodle hair. It's actually not wet. I put this oil stuff in it. Yeah, I know. It's just like, uh, it's called Hollywood Beauty Biotin 100% natural oil blend. I put it in a spray bottle and mixed it with some other stuff. No, no. Sorry, you have to pay extra for that. We don't take tips. 1 lump sum, please. And thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you don't have to try to stop anything. It's already happened. Yeah, we're the richest people in the world. What are you talking about? I know. I love it when they say that. They try to think we're predicting something, and then they got to stop something. It's like, we're telling you what's already happened. And then when they act like that, it just shows people the type of sadistic, fucking nasty people we've been dealing with. Hopefully. What's that? Good, thank you. Let's see. Oh, I lost my page. I was on a totally different page. Hold on. Say when. Page 1018. Perfect. Perfect. Accusation and answer. Couldn't be any more suiting, could it? Hear then what the Lord says. Arise, present your plea before the mountains, and let the hills hear your voice. Hear, O mountains, the plea of the Lord. Pay attention, O foundations of the earth. For the Lord has a plea against his people, and he enters into trial with Israel. O my people, what have I done to you? Or how have I wearied you? Answer me. For I brought you up from the land of Egypt, from the place of slavery I released you, and I sent before you Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. My people, remember what Moab's king Balak planned, and how Balaam, the son of Beor, answered him from Shittim to Gilgal, that you may know the just deeds of the Lord. With what shall I come before the Lord and bow before God Most High? Shall I come before him with holocausts, with calves of a year old? You know, little calves or baby cows. Yeah. Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with myriad streams of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my crime, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? You have been told, O man, what is good, and what the Lord requires of you, only to do right and to love goodness, and to walk humbly with your God. Hark, hark, the Lord cries to the city. It is wisdom to fear your name. Hear, O tribe and city council, you whose rich men are full of violence, whose inhabitants speak falsehood with deceitful tongues in their heads. Am I to bear any longer criminal hoarding and the meager ephah that is accursed? Shall I acquit criminal balances, bags of false weights? Rather, I will begin to strike you with devastation because of your sins. You shall sow, yet not reap. Tread out the olive, yet pour no oil, and the grapes you drink no wine. And the grapes, yet you will drink no wine. You shall eat without being satisfied. Oh, yes, and what is this? So they'll try to stay planted and drink lots of wine just to prove us wrong. I know it's like we're reading from the Bible. What feels personal? What feels personal? Yeah, we're never going to forget. And we're definitely not going to forget our children right up the fucking hallway in the hands of these fucking pedophiles and sick people you're protecting. You understand that? You fucking cunts and slugs around here? I'd pack your shit and get the fuck out. As you plan to. And already have. And then you come back. Yeah, I'd get the fuck out of here if I were you. Anyways, you shall eat without being satisfied. Food that will leave you empty. What you acquire you cannot save. What you do save, I will deliver up, the sword. See how that's already happened? It's a story, like a hero's journey, people that overindulge, and then they learn what happiness is. What is happiness? The secret to life. Right, and they learn that all these things, that I can have the finest wine and the most delectable strawberries, the finest of foods. Oh, such good people around who praise me and think I'm good. Are you happy? I know. Why do you seem sad? Because you're a human being and sometimes you get sad about things. Right, they get irritated, angry, and then all of a sudden you see those people who used to get really angry and irritated at the slightest things and attack innocent people. Yeah, really entitled pieces of shit. And then they go through, it's almost like an alcoholic going into rehab, and they wake up and they become a beautiful, amazing person. Then all of a sudden isn't so irritated to let someone go in front of them. They're not in so much of a hurry. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they're just whistling more along the way, right? And they're not so irritated when someone cuts them off. Maybe they're just in a hurry. They need to get somewhere quicker than I do. Yeah, maybe someone's dying. I know you think the worst thing just so you don't have to have a bad thought about someone. Right, some do the exact opposite. They're just waiting for someone to fucking cut them off. Do it. Fucking do it. I'm just waiting for someone to cut me off so I can let out some road rage on someone. We see it all the time. Yeah, so anyways, I really hope the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine do what they can to help these children. It's beyond fucking sick and disgusting what we've been witnessing. People within our state departments, news, both local and national. Yeah, you know exactly who the fuck you are. You know who your activist friends are that are teaching people lessons in the cartel investigations that you can't talk about because it's very top secret stuff. Okay. So it's those things, anyone else listening that they can't talk about, that gets people like me caught up within these things we have nothing to do with and never have. And these fucking druggies and pieces of shit have hated us our whole lives because we don't do as they do. Right. And then they want to go to rehab and better themselves and collect all the, right, clean it up, clean it up, clean it up and collect, right? Pat yourselves on the fucking back. You know how many times we've seen this fucking show around America? Quite a bit, actually. And what they've done in other parts of the world is disgusting, too, if you haven't noticed. So hopefully the piece of shit, citizen, warmonger, violent, drug addict pieces of shit around here pack their shit and get the fuck out, or just get real and start speaking the truth. We can't do anything about it, but the least we can fucking do is speak the truth for those children. And they don't want to believe the fucking facts. So anyone listening, understand we're freaking dealing with delusional communities that are fucking gone, dude. That are fucking trying to attack innocent people. Rid the community of the alcoholics and the druggies. Wow. Because some of the biggest fucking druggies and drug traffickers that I know of are orchestrating that stuff and attacking innocent people, working with state workers to get the psychos. They know exactly what they're doing. And we called out some of those state workers back in 2012, and we told those sick fucking motherfuckers they weren't going to get away with this. And what's happened since then? People should really wake the fuck up if you're not already. We can't do anything about most of that. Why are all these people, right, all this funding, and they're proving all this crime, but no one's being arrested for it? Duh. And we know that when you understand the process and procedure, you just try to freaking not even let any of that bother you. I know, right? You would think I have a lot of dandruff. I'm doing this so much, but I don't actually. I've never had dandruff. I think I got it once when I was a teenager. I don't even think it was dandruff. Yeah, no, I've never had dandruff or any issues like that. No, nope, never. Cool. That would be really awesome, don't you think? I think that would be really cool myself. $600 chat revenue, which is great. Scarlett. Oh, wonderful. Power. You shall not eat without being satisfied. You shall eat without being satisfied. Food that will leave you empty. To be or not to be, you will or not will. Keep it up. But anyway, I'm really happy to be here with you guys, and let's read some more comments. Always enjoy them. You will acquire. You cannot save. What you acquire, you cannot save. I know, right? Put on my glasses. No, I can do this without my glasses. I will deliver up to the sword. You have kept the decrees of Omri and all the works of the house of Ahab, and you have walked in their counsels. Therefore I will deliver you up to ruin, and your citizens to derision, and you shall bear the reproach of the nations. You're welcome. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions on how we can help these children without breaking the law, because the best of the best know these situations and how fucked up it is. So I know they too, a lot of them have gone into hiding and are desperately trying to help people speak out. They see their audiences, and when other people see that, hopefully it clicks for them too. Yeah, and so as though then when that starts to surface, they think those people should be arrested for taking advantage of others and taking their money. Right, well, they're giving it to them, and Elon Musk has showed people that with the Mars thing. Right, they're buying tickets to Mars, bunkers, tickets to paradise, digging up dirt, dig, dig, dig. Right, and then when things don't go their way, they start attacking those people. Mm. Right, and who's they? Who influences those crowds? Who makes it worth their while? Right, because they're not going to do it unless there's a payout or something, right? Is there something in it for them? Are they part of a movement? It's a revolution, baby. Right. So anyways, hopefully the proper authorities do what they can to help our young children here in the hands of these sick fucking people. Once again, they're right here through this door. Okay? Right there through that door. My two youngest children. And what these fucking sickos have been doing around here for years is disgusting and disturbing, and many have been documenting that. So hopefully the news people can make a report about that and help people understand that. Think you can do that? News people? Probably not. Not counting on it. I know if it was their children, and that's why when you bring it to that point, they get to the can't prove it, they believe it's not true. Right, and then when people with half a brain and common sense who aren't personally attached and aren't going to lose a lot, including their jobs, reputations, money, for some it's just like a personal, all these years laughing in people's faces like us, calling security just for talking about the vaccines and the SSRIs and the concerns there, and to see that it is actually a concern and it's not a conspiracy, and how they're acting like total fucktards